Shae says she was only 11 years old the first time she was raped by one of her mother's ex-boyfriends. She says the sexual abuse lasted for 2 years, and Shae believes that her own mother, Rachael, knew the abuse was happening. But Rachael says she would never allow something like this to happen and wants her daughter to stop blaming her. Take a look.
I'm here because my daughter says that I knew she was being raped from the age of 11 to 13, which I did not know, because if I did, I would have protected her and done something. The day I found out, he told me, well, she wanted to be with me, she loves me, and I didn't know what to do. The police were called and CPS was called. CPS proved that I knew nothing was going on. The police could not prosecute for lack of forensics evidence. And then we moved. When I told Shae I was going to call the police, she told me, if you call them, I don't have to talk to them and you can't make me, which made me wonder why she didn't want me to call the police if this man was doing these things to her. In the beginning, it was not wanted. She didn't want it. I believe it was rape. But as it kept going on, I believe she fell in love with him. But either way, whether she was in love with him or not, it was wrong and it should not have happened. Shae says that I saw her get raped and I did nothing about it. That hurts because I've never allowed anything bad to happen to Shae. I protect Shae. I want Shae to see by the results of the test that I did not know this was going on, and I want her to stop telling everybody I did. I want her to understand I love Shae. That is my baby.
Shae, you believe that your mother knew that you were being sexually abused as a child?
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
When I was 11, the first time it ever happened, I called her, I yelled, I said, Mom, and I tried to tell her what was going on when she got to the room. When she got to the room, he started giving a whole bunch of excuses. Oh, I was just coming to check on her. This is how she was when I found her. And he kept giving excuses on to why my pants were down. I threatened, I said, I'm going to call the police. I asked for a phone to call the police, and he started threatening me, saying, you can't call the police. I wanted to call the police. The police were not called when it first happened. The police were not called till almost 3 years later after we got the forensic and everything.
Did you, when this first happened, this first time, and you wanted to call the police, what did your mother tell you why she wasn't calling the police?
I guess she was supposedly scared of him. She told me she was scared of him, she didn't tell me this till way later. After I asked her, she was supposedly scared of him. She didn't want him to do nothing to her, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, but you just sit here. I'm telling you what happened to me. Why didn't you do anything about it?
What did he say to your mother?
I don't know what he told her, but he told her what was going on, and she still stayed with him after he told her what happened. She still stayed with him. How can you stay with him after he just told you what he was doing to your own daughter?
Your mother claims that she didn't know until you were 13 that this was going on.
He told her before I even turned 13 what was going on, and I told her the first time it ever happened. I didn't even try to tell her again because I felt like she didn't listen to me the first time. I wish she listened to me anytime after that. Whether she believed me or not, when I told her, she could have looked into it.
Well, if you're telling her, then she knew.
Yes, she knew.
Yeah. Did you tell anyone else at the time?
I tried to tell the school, I think it was my friend I was talking to. I was telling her what was going on, and then all of a sudden 2 weeks later I was took out of school at 6th grade. I didn't even get to finish my education.
Who took you out of school at 6th grade?
Both of them. He brought it up, but she's the only one that could actually take me out of school.
And so she took you out of school because of you saying that he abused you?
She took me out of school. She claims that she took me out of school because I had an allergic reaction, and they wouldn't tell her what I was supposed to be allergic to. But I feel like it was because I mentioned me telling the school what was going on.
Well, nobody's going to take you out of school for an allergic reaction. You never
That's
go
what
back
she
to
tells
school.
everybody. So that's.
I mean, okay, that just makes no sense.
So you lied.
You're lying.
You really thought I was in love with him. You really thought I was in love with him. You did. You just said that I was never in love with him. And I told you I was being right. I told you the first time it ever happened. Yes, I did.
No, you
yes,
did
I
not.
did.
No, you didn't.
You're lying because yes,
You're
I did.
lying.
No, I'm not. I have
Yes,
no
you
reason
are.
to lie.
So let me ask you a question. Why would she be lying?
She's not lying about the fact that something happened between them. But I never walked in her room and seen
Yes, you
anything.
did.
Why is she so adamant?
I have no idea, Steve. Every time she says that I knew about it, I tell her I didn't know about it.
So if she says, let's say, that you didn't walk in on her being abused, right?
No, I
You're saying-
didn't.
So you're claiming that She never told you, hey, Mom,
No.
he's abusing me?
Never.
Okay.
He told me. He came out
told
and
you
told
before
me.
he told
So
you.
he told you just
Way
before she
before.
turned 13.
Yes.
And what exactly did he say to you?
He said that he had been talking to Shae, that they were talking, and I said, what do you mean talking? He said, talking. I said, okay. He said, I was going to leave. She was going to go with me. We were going to change her name, change her appearance and everything.
Your ex-boyfriend was going to leave with your 13-year-old
Yes.
daughter and have a relationship
I said,
with her?
yes.
But
I
you're
said,
gonna allow
how
this,
could
though.
how could she go with you? He said, even if you didn't let her, she was going with me. I believe if you let me take her and leave with her, we can have something together. We have a lot of the same moral values.
Then why would you stay with him? Why did you stay with him? And then
What
after
did
you
you,
got out of jail, you had sex
hold
with
on.
him. Like, come
What
on
did
now.
you stay, what did you do when he told you this?
We went to a hotel because I was told this in a truck. We went to a hotel and I said to him, I said, you have one chance to tell me if anything happens between you and my daughter.
What did you go to the hotel for?
We were all together in a
Okay.
whole nother
You were
town.
already there?
Yes.
And so you go back to the hotel and you say that to him?
Yes.
And what does he say?
He said, let me talk to her. I promised her I wouldn't say anything.
Why did you pull her out of school?
Because she had an allergic reaction to something and the school wouldn't tell me what she had eaten.
Now, she says, even with all this transpiring, she would like to have a relationship with
I
you.
would like to have a relationship with her and my grandchild
But if you
as
would
well.
fail this lie detector test, it would be pretty hard to, right?
Right, and I believe that, and I understand that.
And we asked you, did you walk into Shae's room and observe her with her pants down and your ex in the room? You answered no. Before your ex confessed to abusing your daughter, did you know your ex was sexually abusing Shae? You answered no.
Yeah.
The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that you did not tell the truth.
I did tell the truth.
I told you.
Yeah, no, I did tell
I
the
told
truth.
you it
I never
happened. You
walked
didn't
into
believe-
that room
Yes, you
and
did.
caught you
because-
with your
yes,
pants
you did.
down,
Yes,
Shae.
you did.
No, I
yes,
did
you
not.
Did. Because
Well-
I wanted to call the police, didn't you? You didn't want to. Y'all would not allow me to. He even took your
You
phone
had
from
your
you.
own phone.
Y'all took everything, including a freaking DS and a TV. Everything.
No.
Yes.
No, that's a
yes.
lie,
That's a
too.
lie.
Okay. What we have here is a young woman on my stage, just adamant, extremely agitated about that she was sexually abused from the time she was 11, that her mother walked in, didn't do anything about it, didn't call the police, didn't do absolutely nothing. She is positive this happened. You sit there and say it didn't happen, and you failed the lie detector
No,
test.
I'm not saying she wasn't raped, but I never walked in that room.
You failed.
No, I didn't.
You failed.
No, I
Yes,
didn't.
you did.
No, I didn't.
I would believe this test. The
No,
fact that
I
she's
didn't.
so
So
adamant.
you don't believe the test, right?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
okay.
Because I never walked in that room.
Yes, you did. I
No,
told you.
I didn't.
Screamed, and you
Okay.
came into the room and seen it.
Listen, you are telling the truth. You should not be doubted ever again by anybody. And I just want to know what kind of woman, what kind of mother would allow this to go on.
I didn't allow this to go on.
Then
And
why
I
didn't
think
you
she
stop
was
it?
I think she was right to a certain extent that you were afraid of this guy. I'm sure he wasn't the most pleasant guy, you know, probably a violent guy, I'm guessing. And you were probably scared. And no matter how scared you are, you got to be more scared for her. Because the really horrible, heinous abuse was happening to her. And you let that happen. Whether you want to
I
sit
didn't
there,
let it
whether you want
happen.
to sit there and scream that it didn't happen, it happened, and you didn't do anything.
I didn't know about
You
it,
did
Steve.
know.
No,
You
I
did know.
didn't.
You know the truth
did
was
not
that
know
she was
being raped.
as a child. You know for a fact, as a child, she was raped, and you don't care what makes it better?
No, I don't, because I did not lie. I never walked
Okay,
into her room.
you know with that statement right there, the show's over. You can rot in hell, and I would look into, and I hope either the police back home or you go back and find out what the statute of limitations is, because I'm sure it hasn't ran out yet. And you should be charged with the crime. And the good thing about me is I never have to see you again. I feel bad that she might have to see you again. Goodbye. Let's go. Do you like what you see? All new episodes are coming, and you do not want to miss out. Click subscribe now.